crack.
Black.
This is crack.
It looks. I mean, it looks like it could be good.
Bro, look at it. Pete.
On my allergies.
Shit, I just dropped a piece on my laptop. It's like pink. It has cherry pieces on the inside.
Like freeze-dried cherries?
No, like it's actual cherry inside.
Well, snacks, cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Rolling.
That's fucking snack I got it.
Chris and Dylan on the mic, straight from Queens Turf. Podcast game strong, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, Murph. Mets and Yankees, dream Bronx to Shea. In the city that never sleeps, sports don't play. NY faithful, we're repping our teams. Jets fly high and I pick out both dreams. From courts to fields, can't walk away. Queens talk sports each and every day. Chopped cheese breakfast, bagels by noon. Pizza slice nights over New York tune. Game stats fly while the meatball simmers. Chris with the takes, Dylan drops singers. Microphones buzzing like city lights. From Knicks brick shots to Rangers fights. Taste of NYC in every fight. Chris and Dylan, sports talk ignite.
Welcome to the Any Sports Podcast. We'll talk about anything at any given time, but
the main focus is always New York. Oh yeah, bro. What are you eating there?
New donut place in town.
What's it called? Donorific?
Shipley's Donuts.
Oh. I thought it was called Don't Do That.
Ah. Good one. You proud of yourself? Anyway, how's it going, Chris?
No. What's up, baby? Been a minute. Been a while.
Allergies are absolutely kicking my ass right now. But I'm gonna power.
My asthma's been kicking my ass a lot lately. It sucks. It's a change of weather, bro.
Oh my god. There might have to be a sneeze break at some point. I don't know.
Ooh, I might have an albuterol break in a minute. Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Any Sports Podcast. As always, I'm Chris. That's Dylan. And we're here to talk about how pissed off we are about shit and how happy we are about other shit. So welcome.
Pretty much.
What would you like to start with?
It's just vent sessions for us.
Basically, this is a therapy session in which we both need therapy but don't go.
We don't have anybody to regulate us.
No. Because at the end of the day, you know what I realized the other day, man, and I was thinking about this? Hispanic parents, they believe in the cucuy, they believe in the chupacabra, but they don't believe in anxiety and depression.
Nope.
That's where they draw the line. They go, "Are you depressed? Go clean the house. You got anxiety? Go read a book."
You ignore it.
Fuck, man. Like, that is on the money right
there. Precious Achua is actual shit. He airballed a shot from the free throw line before, and then he just doinked a floater, a front rim from like a foot out.
You talking about previous?
Yeah, previous.
Previous Achua. Well, he previously was good, and now he ain't that great.
That's because he was third string center. So let's just dive right into the Knicks, I guess.
Wonderful.
Currently playing the Cavs, and in these next,
we're up.
Yeah, we're up pretty big. Oh, we were up 20. Now we're only up 13. That's a shock. But we are battling for our lives in terms of being the 3 seed right now because it hasn't been going
legitimately.
Hasn't been going well lately, and we may lose that 3 seed. So,
unfortunately, I have to agree with you on that because
I think we literally only need one win, and we just can't get it.
The Knicks, let's put it this way, like you were saying, this team, compared to last year's team, the chemistry is definitely off. This just shows you how good the Knicks were last year with Devo.
I think it was magical. There was like crazy chemistry, and it's just not that this team has no chemistry, because I think there's some.
It doesn't have that chemistry we had last year where every game was exciting.
But it was also, even aside from the, obviously there was the Nova aspect, but aside from the Nova aspect, last year's team just felt like I could rely on 1 through 15 basically, and I
absolutely
was going to bring it any given night.
Absolutely. Even off the bench, bless you. Even off the bench, it was you felt comfortable coming off the bench
Yeah.
You felt confident that if, like they said, next man up. You know what I mean? Like one guy goes down, the next guy picks up the slack. And with this team, it's kind of like, fuck, next man up, but like no one else steps up except one guy, which lately has been OG. And even OG makes his fair share of mistakes, without Brunson on the floor or whatever have you. It's getting to the point where they're depending way too much on Brunson, to the point where they forget how to play. If something happens to Brunson or Brunson sits down, they forget how to play, and they don't seem like they're in. They look like they don't practice.
I can agree with that. It's like they don't practice. But I don't. I think Brunson's time away definitely helped this team, because I think we'd be dangerously reliant on him if he didn't get hurt. It took certain people to step up, but yeah, it just doesn't feel like we don't have the depth. We don't have, we're really desperately missing Hartenstein this year.
Yeah, bro.
And Devo obviously, but the weird thing about Devo is that he was a shooter. He had some dog in him. That was what he really brought, was
yeah, he almost fought some guy the other day.
The swag. Yeah, but we still have a shooter in Shamit, but it's like Tibbs just won't deploy him up until Brunson got hurt. So
right. And then he won't play him till like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, down 14. Like,
yeah, I don't understand his logic at times. Shamit was a big reason that we stayed in the Pistons game, and yeah, I think he should be. Honestly, I think he should be in the starting lineup, and Josh Hart should be relegated to the bench. And I'm not saying that as a knock on Josh Hart. I think that helps strengthen our depth, because I think last year we were at our best when you had a DiVincenzo who you knew you could kick out and he would just knock that crap down.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
so you're basically saying use Shamit the same way.
Yes, effectively. Obviously Shamit doesn't have that dog in him. He's a puss in comparison to Devo, because he is
Straight kitty cat.
Quite freaking soft, and we saw that on full display in the Pistons game when Malik Beasley did the too small gesture on him, and Malik Beasley is marginally taller and more athletic than I am, so like you could calm down with that, Malik Beasley. But yeah, it was last night was a bad display of basketball. Was it last night? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah,
last night, and then the fucking Celtics game pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, well, that's been our, like, that game went no differently, in my opinion, to all the other games against the Celtics, Thunder, and Cavs, in which
you just shit the bed at the end. Like,
yeah, we go up big, we come out hot in those games, and then we just completely lie down coming out of the third quarter. And the third quarter in basketball circles is known as the coach's quarter. So some of this has to do with Tibbs. It's not just like the players doing poorly on the court.
Right.
Tibbs does not.
Yeah, Tibbs has got to do something to change his stubbornness about just playing a specific player, or playing 48 minutes per player of the people that he chooses. Like,
it honestly
expand your team a little bit.
Yeah, it honestly feels like we only have 7 players playing on any given night, and
yeah,
like I've never understood that about Tibbs. He doesn't experiment. We talked about this last episode.
Yep.
So yeah, I think he's on the hot seat if he gets next year. If we get a first round bounce, I could very well see them canning Tibbs.
Firing Tibbs, absolutely, yeah. Like, listen, we've rode for Tibbs for fucking years now, and
he's a big reason that the Knicks are back in prominence and like considered legitimate contenders. Like, you could say,
yeah, but he won't. But he won't step out of his old ways and try to, show that we're more than just, Brunson, Cat, Brunson Hart, Brunson OG. Like, dude, we have players on the bench that can contribute. You just got to give them a chance and play them. You feel me?
Yep, and here come the Cavs now. They're only down 8 with a minute left in the half. But
Ain't that fucking fun?
No, it's not. So yeah, I think we have a lot to talk about in the offseason.
Definitely.
I think we have some big trades and moves we need to make. But
Yep.
I'm the more I think about it, and the more I calm myself down, the less upset I am because this is still a good season. This is a back-to-back 50-win season, which we haven't done in 30 years. This is
Yeah, that's true.
You got to keep things in perspective. I think
Yeah.
that I think that we are still a very good team in a very good place. We are just, we're just not on the level of Boston, who shoots like 60% from three every night, or the Cavs, who miraculously came out of nowhere with essentially the same roster that we mollywopped in the playoffs 2 years ago. This is the same. This is essentially the same starting five. So they just so happen to, Kenny Atkinson works his magic with young teams, honestly, and that's on full effect. He did it with Brooklyn, and then,
Right.
well, we all know the story with that. And then he found his way to Cleveland after a short stint in Golden State, I believe it was. Um, so yeah, I think that they just got one of the best sneaky best head coaches in the NBA that turned things around for them because they came out of absolute nowhere. Nobody saw the Cavs being a 60-plus win,
Absolutely not.
arguably best team in the NBA kind of
I didn't.
position.
I didn't think the Cavs were going to be that good.
No, and I said it throughout the
Insane.
season that I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop. Shoe never. I mean, they had a little bit of a dip in their play for a little bit there, but overall, they never wavered throughout the season fully. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens. I think like we're still a year, maybe even the year after that, away from like being able to say like, yeah, we're definitely contenders this year. A lot of people may have
It's
thought that after our trades this season, but didn't go
look.
that way. Mikal Bridges has been exposed throughout the season. He's mentally soft. He's physically soft.
Yeah,
I
he can't play in New York. Though.
I think
He played in Brooklyn,
yeah, which is
but he didn't play in New York.
it's essentially New York, but you're almost operating like a small market team as the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get the attention and all that stuff. So, uh, yeah,
You also don't have to deal with the fan base.
yeah,
Like the Knicks fan base is almost as ruthless and fucking just on your ass, pause, as Yankee and Met fans. Like,
yeah. I mean, look,
if you're fucking up, they're gonna let you know.
we made the Yankees fans made Sonny Gray cower in fear. And then he left and he became a good enough pitcher again. But like, yeah, we playing in the New York market is not for the faint of heart.
No, absolutely not.
I think that had to have played into I know what we've said about Soho and what we've read and heard about him and stuff, but I feel like that may have played a part in it. He's like, I still get to be in New York, but I get to go to the Mets and I'll be worshipped, or I go to the Yankees and I get fucking criticized every single day.
Right.
If I fucking burp in the wrong direction, I'll get chastised by fans. So
And with that, we go straight into the MLB.
yes.
Okay. Listen, Judge is doing great.
Overall, yeah, he
Overall, he's doing pretty damn good.
had a couple games in the early part of this season where not thrilled. He's a no-show at times, which is just his MO kind of. He goes through bouts.
Judge to me, I'm saying this as a Met fan. I will never cheer for the Yankees. I will never be happy for a Yankee win. That's just the way I was built, and I know it pisses my mother off, and I love it. But you can't deny that Aaron Judge is not the best player in baseball.
Oh no, he's phenomenal.
He's to me, if Ohtani doesn't fucking pitch more than 10 games this year, there's no way Ohtani's a better all-around player than Aaron Judge. No way.
He's actually playing on the, he's actually playing defensively. So,
right.
Ohtani is just offense. So I get that. But yeah, no, I mean, other than the blunders in the World Series, Aaron Judge is still a fantastic fielder. He is also somebody who is a slugger, but also keeps his average at a good enough place in terms of numbers. And yeah, I mean, he hits his 321st home run in his first 1,000 Yankee games to match Babe Ruth. Like that's wild.
That you're in pretty good company at that point.
Exactly. So it's not all bad. Yanks are the fastest team ever to 220. Wait, that can't be right.
You mean to 25?
Oh, it must have been voice text.
Yeah.
When I put that note in, first ever
225 games,
okay, yeah.
25 home runs.
I was like, hold on, 225.
You're like, damn, they hit 225 home runs already? What was the last score? 27 to fucking 2?
I mean, with these new torpedo bats.
Yo, listen.
Nah.
Listen, we spoke a little bit about the torpedo bats.
It's a non-fucking story. They've been around for...
It's a non-negotiable at this point. I really don't give a fuck what you're fucking hitting with, because at the end of the day, make fucking contact.
They've been around for 3 years. I don't know why this is like becoming a and it's died down honestly recently, but
yeah,
it increases your chances. It doesn't make you a home run hitter though. So, but before we get off the Yankees, I think that the Martian should be traded at some point. I say we just sell as high as we can, cut our losses now, and
who would you want in return?
Oh, I don't know. I just know that they're gonna ruin this kid. So might as well get the value now for something we actually need.
Oh God.
And, we got people that can replace him in the minors. So I think that they're just setting this kid up for failure by the way that they're making him play in the field, and his hitting is just freaking. He's very bipolar with his hitting. So
yeah, he kind of gives me the whole Jarren Duran from the Red Sox thing, where he gets very he doesn't get out of his own head when it comes to feeling bad about not producing. He gets very discouraged quickly, and it shows in his playing, which isn't great.
We're done. Not for me.
All in all, he's still a great hitter. He's a solid young talent. You never know what could happen with.
Oh no, he could be an absolute stud.
Right, but you never know. You never know what could happen with him with the Yankees. The Yankees could turn him into the next Jeter. The Yankees could turn him into the next fucking whoever.
I don't think he has captainship in him necessarily.
Listen, at the end of the day, I wish the kid nothing but the best. You know, young talent is hard to come by and hard to find in the majors.
Only the video editor in me could notice that in this Genesis commercial during the Knicks halftime that they made a mistake in the motion graphics. I just caught that. Wow.
You're such a fucking nerd. Oh God. Just tell the world you're a fucking geek. Jesus Christ.
I am.
But
talk about your Mets.
Let's talk about the orange and blue, baby.
Playing fantastic for a stretch there. How many was it?
Yeah, listen, we won 6 in a row. We won 5 out of the first 6 home game series. Lindor, Soto, Winker, and Siri are making splashes. Alonso's having a great start to the year so far. He's looking good into going to get a polar bear-sized contract next year.
Alonso is really doing himself a lot of favors. I hope
Alonso's showing me that he wanted to be here from the jump.
Well, we all knew that. I think this is him trying to cement that he's our first baseman. Now that Vladdy is off the table.
Well, yeah, I was going to get to that.
Now that Vladdy's off the table,
that honestly helps Pete a lot.
Yeah,
that helps Pete, and that helps Kyle Tucker.
Pete is the winner in the Vladdy extension.
Absolutely, Vladimir Guerrero signs a 14-year, $500 million contract with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Kind of insane, no? Is that too much? I mean, you're worth what somebody will give you, but is that not an overpay?
Hold up.
Or over a year? Like, that's a lot of years.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a better hitter than his father. He's not a better fielder because his father had a fucking cannon.
Yeah.
And he also played a different position. But hitting-wise, Vladdy Jr. is better than his father. Longevity-wise, he's probably going to last a lot longer than Vladimir Sr. did. Number one. Number two, I think that if he is your star for the next, 15, not even 10 years, right? He is going to understand his role as the leader of this ball club. But he signed with the fucking Toronto Blue Jays. You're not going to get a ring.
No.
There's no way you're going to get a chip. Unless you start signing blockbuster fucking free agents next year, which they don't have the money anymore to do that shit because they just gave Vladdy a $500 million contract.
Well, let's just say they did. You're going to have to pay out the axe because of taxes up in Canada and also just to get players to go to Toronto.
Yep. It'll be like that want factor. You know what I mean? Now players want to come to Queens because you have Soto, you got Lindor, you got fucking Pete Alonso. You know, you got people like that. But now either they're going to the Yankees or they're going to the Mets.
I don't think people are coming here because of Pete Alonso. Let's pump the brakes on that part.
Come on, man.
I think his story may attract people like, oh, the Mets.
Listen. Who's your first baseman, bro?
What?
Who's your first baseman? Paul Goldschmidt. Enough with that shit, all right? Cut the shit. Don't give me that.
That's fair.
Anyways.
They got like the same contract, though. No.
No, the fuck they don't. I don't want to hear shit from you.
I meant like short. They're on short-term deals. That's what I meant, not money.
No, of course. Yeah, absolutely. But the Mets bullpen is so far the best in baseball. Lowest ERA. Our newbie starting pitcher Griffin Canning making a fucking name for himself. Okay, this kid is lights out. When he gets hot, he gets hot. He's a confident starting pitcher. He's still young. Diaz needs to get the fuck out of his own head because he's giving up runs like he's not the best closer in baseball anymore, which he still is. He still lights out. He's still got that fucking slider that nobody can hit. But at the end of the day, you know, to me, a bullpen will win you a game. Guaranteed. As long as you have the lead, a bullpen will win you the game. So for them to, for David Stearns, being David Stearns, he knew what the fuck he was doing when he re-signed and signed all these guys, Brazoban, Danny Young, fucking Stanek. He knew what he had in the system to create the best outcome of a bullpen, which we were lacking for years. Okay, the Mets have never had a good bullpen. We haven't had a good bullpen since fucking 2006.
Yeah, your weakness for a long time has definitely been bullpen.
Hell yeah, our weakness has been bullpen because I remember names, bro, that to this day give me a spine-chilling goosebump through my body.
It's almost
Aaron Heilman.
It's almost like if you go back and name Knicks point guards, like it's a horror show.
Right. You got, dude, Aaron Heilman.
I don't know.
Fucking Familia when he was shit. What was the other guy? The fucking remember when I don't remember if you remember this, but when we had Francisco Rodriguez as our closer, K-Rod.
Oh yeah.
Okay. K-Rod wasn't K-Rod, the Mets. Okay. He was a very good closer. He came to the Mets, he just forgot how to close games out. But I'm seeing a lot of getting in their own heads from Nimmo and Vientos as well. Vientos specifically. He did something the other day that kind of pissed me off. He struck out on 3 pitches and he got into the dugout and he just chucked his helmet into the dugout and just screamed. Listen, I get it. You're a passionate player. You're a young kid. You're our third baseman from now until fucking whenever.
You think he's going to have overall a sophomore slump?
I think he's going to pick it up, I say, by mid-May.
I think he has to.
He has to know. He's going to pick it up by mid-May, and he's going to go back to that playoff mentality, swaggy V shit. But all in all, the most exciting and fun player to watch since Jose Reyes is another Jose Siri.
No, don't say it. I don't want you to trigger my speakers.
Wait, you have a Jose speaker? Oh, Siri. Oh, I'm an asshole.
No, cancel. Cancel. Well, you're an idiot.
No, even Sarah looked at me and said, asshole.
Dear God,
I'm sorry. I had a long fucking week.
No. That's not a long week. That's not what a long week does. You don't go thinking that there's a Jose speaker somewhere at Best Buy.
Hey, hey. At least I'm not one of the fucking 7 dwarfs, right? Sneezy? Take it easy.
It went away. I got all my stuff out. Don't.
Good. I'm glad because you were
Yeah,
doing
probably
real good in the Knicks segment, weren't you? You little
that's
fucker.
probably great for a podcast, for an audio thing.
Yeah, it's ASMR if the sneezes you.
I couldn't help it. I was trying to tough through it, and I got through it. Now we're here. But yeah, I'm gonna order about 3 of the Jose home speakers after this podcast. Pick them up tomorrow at Best Buy. I heard
That's a Dominican Alexa.
What you want, Papi?
And mine just turned on.
Hey, hey, Jose.
That'd be fire. Jose.
What you need?
Dime que lo que primo, what you need? What your problem? Why you always so mad at your wife, man? What the fuck, man? You was screaming at her for 3 hours yesterday. I hear the whole thing.
I listen.
Bro, I would love that shit. A Dominican fucking Google would be hysterical.
All right, somebody at Silicon Valley needs to work on a Jose speaker.
Yo, that'd be fire, bro.
Oh man. All right.
Jose, what time is the Mets game tonight? Yo, you the fan, man. What the fuck? You figure it out.
You have Google.
He's gonna just judge you every time. You have an iPhone, right? You pay a lot of money a month. Look at your iPhone. Google that shit, maricón.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, that'd be funny as fuck.
You know what I did have to Google? Who the fuck Trey McBride even was? Because now he's the highest paid tight end in NFL history.
Trey McBride.
Yes, he is tight end for the Cardinals, and I get it. All right, we could, next man up. He was the next one to get a big deal for tight ends, but he's good and all.
But I don't know that motherfucker from a piece of fucking shit on the ground.
He's good and all, but
Cardinals haven't been good in fucking
Cardinals don't need to be paying tight ends like that right now. They need to be really figuring out. The tight end is the one making them a playoff team.
I feel like for you to pay a tight end that much money,
you got to be on the cusp of being a contender.
Right, you got to be a playoff team. You can't just be a guy who has one awesome fucking play. Like that's like them paying. Well, they paid Larry Fitzgerald a good shit ton of money. But Larry Fitzgerald was one of the best wide receivers for like 10 years straight.
My man was catching like all sorts of freaking
right. Like Larry Fitzgerald would just used to tell Kurt Warner, throw the ball in a rainbow motion. I'll catch it. He goes, you see me double, triple covered? Throw it. I'll catch it.
My man had
that's confidence.
His hands were insane.
Dude, he was a phenomenal fucking receiver. Shout out to Larry, big Larry Fitz. But no, Trey McBride. How much did he get paid?
Hold on. Let me pull that up. Should have put that in the notes. Must have been a slow football week because I didn't put shit other notes.
Yeah, no, I didn't put shit in either because I didn't really hear anything about football.
I do have one.
Anything about football?
This is a 4-year, $76 million contract.
That's the highest paid tight end?
Damn, that's tight end,
No, but to me, like seeing contracts in the NBA, seeing contracts in the MLB, and then seeing an NFL contract.
Yeah, it's
it's so different that it kind of blows you away. It makes everything seem like whatever the NFL is giving them is just so little. You know what I mean?
Well, everything is so top heavy with quarterbacks and wide receivers.
Yeah.
Like that's who's getting all the money. You have Pat Mahomes damn near getting $500 million on his last deal, I think it was. So you have freaking Trevor Lawrence making however much he was. Like, let's see.
Right.
Let's see.
It's just it's wild. It's wild to me to see those numbers. And
he signed a 5-year, $250 million. He literally makes
5 years, 250,
275. Oh, I said a quarter. Yeah, sorry, 275. He literally makes $200 million more than Trey McBride.
And yet he's a scumbag. He's an asshole.
I don't know if that's true, but he's not very good at his job to be receiving that kind of pay.
No, he's not.
Not yet, at least. I don't think it'll happen because it's the Jaguars, but and that's
real quick. Side note: I just have whenever we record, I usually have a movie playing in the back. It's like just visual.
I do not have the Knicks game on.
No, because when I don't watch it, they play. They play good. When I watch it the other night, I turned on the fucking game when they were playing the Celtics, and they fucking coughed up the ball. So no, we're going back to the superstition shit. But real sidebar, I'm watching. Like I have The Wolf of Wall Street.
Classic.
Great movie. And I just noticed that they're playing beer pong with scotch.
That's wild.
And popping Quaaludes at the same time.
I don't know how you can survive that. I mean, I'm like,
dude, the 80s and the 90s were a fucking vision, bro. Oh my god, bro. Popping a Quaalude will get you so fucked up that you won't even realize that you're drinking whiskey. It'll just taste like water to you because your face is going to be numb already.
Wait. Hold up.
What's up?
So, what do you watch the Knicks games on the Gotham app?
No.
Okay, so there's a thing you can hit and it puts stats up on the top and play-by-play.
I know. I've seen that before.
Yeah, but I just realized I peeked at the game real quick while you were going on about the 80s and 90s and shit. And I noticed on the play-by-play, it said the play 10 seconds before it happened. So it said Brunson pull up. And I was like, wait, they're dribbling up to... Oh, Brunson just pulled up and missed.
Dude, they're predicting the future. That's what they do.
That's like when we're texting about the game and I'm like 30 seconds behind. Now the app is even doing it to me.
I'm telling you, it's so weird the way some of these apps work because it happened to me with the ballpark app, with the Met game. Because before I had to... Okay, let's talk about something that is going to be for New Yorkers and New Yorkers only. Dylan, you're no longer a New Yorker because you moved out and you betrayed the fucking Patria Nation. But you still rep New York and to the fullest, and you're also the co-host of a thriving New York sports podcast.
Debatable.
Dude, do you think that New Yorkers should have to pay to watch Met games?
This shit is insane. I don't understand how like games are blacked out for New Yorkers, like in New York. Like that's wild. That's absolutely wild concept to me that like New Yorkers can't watch their own teams. But I had to sign up. People could watch, and we're like thousands of miles away.
I had to open up a fucking SNY account and pay $24.99 a month.
That's absurd.
For the whole baseball season, which is only 7 months in a way, which is fine. But you think about that. I live in fucking Queens.
It's not well. Okay, never mind. That's absurd. There's a whole nother level of fucking foolishness going on with carriers and
like these streaming services are just ripping. They're ripping New York fans.
It's fucked up.
It's like unless you pay for fucking regular cable, Verizon, Spectrum, Optimum, whatever the fuck it is, you can't watch Met games. Nothing
is simple anymore. You gotta be subscribed to Hulu and Phoebe and Bubba
and Tubi and your fucking neighbor's Wi-Fi, and then the lady upstairs with the chancleta and the fucking clothesline with the two fucking percheros. You literally gotta fold it sideways, turn the fucking. Come on, bro. Like
the fact that if you wanted to, let's say, watch every football game throughout the season, regardless of your team or not, you just wanted to be able to watch any game at any time. You need Prime. You need
Apple TV.
Regular. You need Apple TV.
And you need to have NFL Red Zone.
Wait, Netflix is in it too now, I think.
Netflix plays a few games, yeah.
Yeah, so like this is insane. You need like more than a handful of streaming services.
It is the most ridiculous, and even bullshit. This is the same thing with baseball season. There's times where the Mets will play the Phillies on a Sunday night. It should be on ESPN and it should be free. No. We're going to stream from Apple TV or we're going to stream off Amazon Prime. And not only are the announcers fucking atrocious, because it's not Gary, Keith, and Ron, who I met at the ballgame. Shout out to Ron Darling. But no. It is Joe Buck, Eduardo Escobar, whatever the fuck his name is, Suarez, And they are just, dude, they're like, you feel like your brain's hemorrhaging when you listen to them announce.
This sequence in the Knicks game right now is just god awful. This is some of the worst basketball I've seen in a hot minute.
What happened?
Jesus.
I'm not gonna fucking watch 1 second of it. But
No, it's like just both teams are playing like they're legitimately blind.
All right, well then let's do this. I got a halftime question.
What am I watching?
Okay, who would you rather see in the playoffs in the first round, Milwaukee or Detroit? Neither. I want to just go past them with no playing time whatsoever.
They both kind of scare me in their own ways. I like Detroit is just a young dumb team that's going to play insanely hard and make a name for themselves. So that scares me because we are somewhat of a fragile team.
Yeah,
like physically, injury wise, we have had a bunch of injuries, but then you got Milwaukee playing their best basketball of the season, and Giannis is on fire right now. I don't want to fucking see Giannis in the playoffs, but I guess Milwaukee, because I feel like they'll probably won't have Dame. Let Giannis do whatever the hell he wants, because I don't know who the hell else is gonna put up really ball out for Milwaukee. Detroit scares the shit out of me. Then we match up so poorly with them, which was
I think I agree with you, bro. Honestly,
I mean, I know Milwaukee's got Brook Lopez and Giannis, and I guess you could say Kuzma, but Kuzma will just like mentally get himself out of a game and forget how to play basketball for 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Mikal Bridges is now right behind Derek Fisher for longest Ironman streaks in the NBA with 555 games.
Wow.
Hasn't missed a game in his NBA career.
Yeah, well, he's missed a fuck ton of shots.
Yeah, it's baffling. I mean, now we're going like back to the NBA. But it's baffling how, like, I don't know, just mentally he looks tossed at times.
Well,
And
you know who doesn't look tossed? It's the fucking UConn team, the women's UConn team.
champs.
Fucking campeones, okay? Shout out to the UConn team. I'm not a UConn fan, but
I always kind of liked UConn.
Paige is a problem, bro.
She's incredible.
She's gonna be a fucking problem when she hits the fucking league, bro.
Number one pick.
Scary. Yeah, she's gonna be the number one pick. Absolutely.
Finally,
she's fucking phenomenal.
puts the cherry on top for her college career, which was already amazing, and gets the chip. And yo, she's
the ultimate player you want on your team as a WNBA team. You want her on your team.
Yeah, she's got swag though on top of her game. Like she's just so likable. She's
a gangster. She a gangster on and off the court.
I love Paige Buckets. Like she's so dope. Love it.
Listen, it was a tough fucking go, but UConn wins the national championship for the women's.
Wasn't tough.
And now
UConn,
they dominated. I didn't want to say that they fucking destroyed everybody, but
that was South Carolina, who is one of the best, is arguably the best team in the country on any given year in the last few years.
Yeah, South Carolina's a very good team.
They were up by 30 at one point. I forget what the final score was, but yeah, they put a beat down on SC.
Yeah, they did. But yeah, now that we're talking college basketball, we'll go to the men's college basketball. Florida. I called it.
Did you watch the national championship game real time?
I watched the last 7 minutes.
Oh, so you saw fucking Houston absolutely implode.
Yes.
Like, holy shit, they choked.
Yeah, Houston had the game and they just gave it up.
That was a wild sequence the last few possessions, and then Houston doesn't even get a freaking shot off to end the game, which is
ridiculous.
Baffling to me. But yeah, they were great what the fuck? Yeah, okay, McCall missing a 3. Cool. Yeah, I mean,
I love your fucking facial expressions when you're watching the game. Like, it looks like you're watching it in the basement.
Mitch,
because you're like, oh wow, oh god, oh.
Mitch made a great pass while Brunson was cutting into the lane, and then 2 defenders closed on Brunson. I still think he should have went up with it. He kicks it out to McCall, and McCall just puts up a shit 3-point shot in the corner. So that's fun. Yeah, we play so disjointed at times. This is insane. Terrible shot by OG, clanked off the top of the backboard. That's fun. Yeah, but the Gators. I mean,
Hey, I called it.
what's his name? Oh crap, the star from Florida. Why am I forgetting his name? And you don't know it either, which is why you're not helping me.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Uh, trying to look it up now. Why am I not freaking remembering his name? Oh my god, I can't even find like the roster. Walter Clayton Jr. There we go. Holy crap. Yeah, Walter Clayton Jr. is freaking fantastic. Can't wait to see him in the league. That's gonna be fun.
You think he's gonna be top 3?
I think because he won a chip, I think his stock will skyrocket. But yeah, even still, I think he's probably a top 5 pick.
We already know Cooper Flag's gonna be number 1. Cooper Flag's gonna be number 1, and
already signed a New Balance. You see him in the New Balance commercials?
get the fuck out! Really? That's dope. See, I love the support that New Balance has gotten over the years from athletes, because New Balance was like a forgotten brand.
Well, they're also probably paying these players an ass ton. But you know, you've probably seen the commercials where it's like Kawhi and Cameron Brink is in it. They've altered that commercial, like, so there's new clips of Cameron Brink, because at the time when they recorded that commercial, you don't really see Cameron Brink doing much because that was right when she tore her ACL.
Yeah, she got her. Yeah.
Now there's a new clip in it, and then there's new clips of Cooper Flag added to it, and his signature like scream celebration is in
That's
the
sick.
Cooper Flag's insane. He's so freaking good.
He's such a great player. He really is, and he's going to be a fucking problem for years to come when he gets drafted. He's probably going to end up where? Utah?
Do you think he should come out this year, or should he stay at Duke?
I think he should stay one more year and then go into the draft.
Yeah, I'm all about retribution and finishing what you started. So I would love to see him.
Yeah, this ain't an RJ Lewis thing. Fuck that.
Oh my god, I still think RJ. I finish what you fucking started. I'll never hop off of that sentiment. But hey, St. John's is rumored to be at least in the hunt for multiple players in the portal. You have even Patino saying that like he will not.
He's not retiring anytime soon.
No, not that. But he won't not draft, but he won't recruit any players going forward. He's only going to build his teams through the portal going forward. And you can say that when you have the money to be able to do that, which is, you know, he's got Body Armor CEO backing that, so he's allowed to. I think we're like one of the top teams in terms of NIL, like money.
Yeah, I think we're like either 2 or 3. We have to be. We have a lot of fucking support from that guy, and he is a huge Johnny's fan. He's Johnny alum, so like
I was gonna say he's an alum. Speaking of Patino, though, him and Bruce Pearl co-coaches of the year. First time ever that award has been a tie, which is nuts. Like, that's so cool.
Shout out to them.
I'm excited for next season. Not much to talk about with St. John's. We've been bounced out for a month now. So
unfortunately,
we spoke about the players that we already got in the last or like 2 episodes ago with Cuzzy Matt, and so go listen to that. We got a couple decently big names that are coming our way, and it's rumored that we might get some more. So I'm very excited for St. John's next season, and I think college basketball. I don't know. I feel like next season is going to be fire. I think it really is going to be a hell of a season next year, just in terms of all of the NCAA. So very excited.
But we're gonna switch this up and talk about a little cold, a little colder weather. Ovechkin,
hockey,
fucking let's do that hockey. Ovechkin breaks Gretzky's record.
That was sick. I got to watch it in real time. Just so happened to I think I was like having lunch on, what was it, Saturday? I forget, but
I think it was Friday because I was at the Met game when he did it.
Was it Friday? I
think it was Friday.
I just remember like I just went to have some lunch. I was like, all right, I want to watch some sports right now, whether it's my team or not. And I've been having a lot more of that lately. where I just want to watch sports just to watch sports. If it's not my
That
team,
makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm not emotionally engaged in it. I just watch it for the love of the game. So that's been a breath of fresh air lately. But so yeah, I turn on the Isles Caps game, and I genuinely didn't think he was getting the goal in that game.
It was a beautiful pass too.
And then yeah, he told the guy, he was like, if you get this, you rip it back over to me for a one timer. And that's like literally what happened. Got it back over to Obi, and
It was like a fucking movie.
he
Ridiculous.
just rifles it, and absolutely sick. It was so cool to watch live in live time, and the celebrations and the slip and slide, belly slide down.
Oh, dude, listen, he is peak athletic body. Okay,
He's dad bod personified.
stupid dad bod. Okay, the fact that he celebrated in his favorite restaurant right after, and he was greeted at the door with 2 beers by the lady.
Awesome.
That's the way you celebrate breaking a fucking record. You know what I mean? Wayne Gretzky was in attendance. You know, passed the baton to him. Surprisingly, didn't know that he broke the record in the exact same number of games that Gretzky did.
No shit.
Like he surpassed it.
I must have not seen that if they put that on the telecast.
He surpassed his record in the same amount that Gretzky did to have the record.
That's
which
why.
was fucking cool. Yeah, and honestly, listen, the Rangers. We're not talking about the Rangers, bro.
Oh no. They're done. They're done.
We're just not talking about the Rangers. They had a very good game yesterday. They won 9-2.
Yeah,
but
fucking Islanders. I mean,
listen, at the end of the day, the Isles are terrible. The Rangers are terrible. Hockey in New York has died this year, and it's not going to go anywhere.
Do you think the OV record does it take away at all that they lost in the game that he gets it?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't think that there is. It's not like you put like a blunder on a big moment like that, because they stopped the entire game for this guy.
Yeah, it was wild.
For a good 15, 20 minutes.
They had basically an entire ceremony and the game just meant nothing at that point.
Right, like they didn't give a fuck whether they lost or not, because what the fans wanted was Ovi to beat the fucking record, and you know, he delivered. He's always delivered. You know, he's a Capitals legend, probably the greatest Capital of all time. And you know, for them to see that, the loss just didn't really mean anything. They just wanted Ovi to beat it and make sure he was happy with the way he was going to. Because he's going to retire now. You know that for a fact.
I don't know. I feel like he could just grind out a season or two, just for fun.
Yeah, he might do it for fun. He might do it for fun and add another 10 fucking goals to Gretzky's record and just leave.
If they win the chip, I think then it's like, dude, just fucking retire. Like, please go out.
Yeah. If they win the whole thing, I completely understand why, but I don't know, man. He's up there in age. What is he, 37?
I feel like he's older. Hold on.
So, Alexa, how old is Alex Ovechkin?
39. I'm faster than Alexa.
Alexander Ovechkin is 39 years old.
Thank you. You're useless.
Oh, I thought she was going to respond. My Google responds all the time. It makes me feel so bad when I lash out.
Dude, okay, real quick side note about this bullshit. We were making reservations for our honeymoon in Italy, right? For like restaurants and shit. And I just said a word in Italian, and I was like, what does this mean in English? And she started singing to me. But it wasn't even Italian. It was like Yemen. Like, it was in such a different language that me and Sarah looked at each other like, that's not Italian.
I remember I got really mad because the G wasn't responding correctly, and I said something so disrespectful, and G was like, "I'm so sorry, I couldn't help with that," and I was like, "I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to lash."
It made you just feel like shit. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have helped." You're like, "No, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it." Honestly, they do make you feel like shit sometimes. Like if you tell Alexa to like fuck off, or like kiss my ass, she'll be like, bloop, and she'll just like shut off. And it's like, damn, did I just hurt your feelings? I'm sorry.
Right.
Makes you feel like shit.
But let's end this. Well, I have one question after this, but MLS real quick.
Bing, bang, boom.
I just want to go over the power rankings real quick because this has been fun to watch because it changes every week, and MLS has been pretty sick this season. Inter Miami's still at number 1, annoying, but they're so freaking good. The Vancouver Whitecaps are at number 2. Then Columbus. Then I'll just go to our teams real quick. San Diego's 4, Philadelphia Union are 5. That's the top 5. Charlotte FC is number 7. We bested Nashville 2-1 last game, and CLTFC's social media team is still savage. I just love what they do after every win. They just roast the other team. It's hilarious. So shout out to their social media team. Go check them out.
Yeah, honestly, they might be the best social media team in sports.
Where the hell is New York? Oh, I'm going down. All right. Red Bulls are 14th in the power rankings, and I'm almost at 20, and I still don't see NYCFC.
We ain't doing so hot.
I just passed Real Salt Lake, and I was scrolling too quick, and I thought it said Real Shit. NYCFC is 22nd power rank. Oh my God.
We're doing very, very bad this year.
Yeah, I don't understand the step down for both New York teams has been crazy. CLTFC is still killing it though. We got Zaha out here killing it, and
Zaha,
Pep Bial, and I love CLTFC. Oh my God, but can't get enough. But I have one question before we sign off.
Tell me.
Which player on the Knicks has a brother who plays in the NFL?
All right.
Yeah. This shocked me.
Which player on the Knicks has a current active NFL player that's his brother?
Current active Nick has a current active NFL player brother.
Give me the team that he plays for.
I don't think it'll give it away.
Yeah.
Is he a free agent right now? Hold on.
Or played for.
He's played for the Browns, the Titans, and the Vikings.
Browns, Titans, Vikings.
Oh, no, wait. I don't think he's in the NFL anymore.
Wow. This question just took a deep turn to nothing.
It says here he went to medical school.
Oh, fuck. No, great turn. That's awesome. Weird. Making way more money in fucking medical school.
He was a defensive.
Is it campaign?
No.
Fuck.
Better player.
Oh,
I forgot the Knicks game was on. We're only up 3 now, so that's fun. The third
Josh Hart.
No. His great uncle was like the first black player for the Yankees, I think. He has a tie to another sport as well, but
wow.
Yeah.
Who is it?
OG.
No way, dude.
OG's brother Chigbo Anunoby.
What's his fucking name? Chickpea? Chick-fil-A Anunoby?
Chigbo. He was 6'4", 324. My man was a tank.
Right.
He played for Morehouse College.
We got Chigbo and Ogugwe.
Yep.
And who is his? You said his uncle was the first black player for the Yankees?
I think no, that was Josh Hart. Josh Hart's great uncle played for.
Oh. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just like Precious's siblings, I think I gotta go do a deep dive on all of OG's family members and just see what names come up.
I really want to just real quick before we sign off. I'm just gonna I want to know the names of all his family members. OG and Nunobi.
No, don't look it up. Actually, for next episode, I'm gonna list. Don't look it up. Stop looking it up.
All right.
I'm gonna look up all the names and I'm gonna give you a multiple choice, and we're gonna say which one is real.
Real or fake? That's going to be a great segment. Honestly, guys, tune into that. It's going to be called Is That Really Their Name? With that being said, follow us on all social platforms, guys. Growing and growing and growing, hopefully, as quick as we can. We're very happy with all the support and the love we've gotten from everybody. Make sure to repost, like all our shit, listen to the pod, Tell your fucking neighbors about us. Tell your bodega guy about us.
Big
You know what I'm saying? When you walk in there, you go, salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Tell them, alaikum salam, Any Sports Podcast. Best sports podcast in New York, baby. You heard?
There we go. Because this is the Any Sports Podcast. Talk about anything at any given time. But
Main focus is Juan Soto is a Met.
you're lucky that hat's fire.
Chris and Dylan on the mic, straight from Queens Truth. Podcast game strong, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, Murph. Mets and Yankees, dream Bronx to Shea. In the city that never sleeps, sports don't play. NY faithful, we're repping our teams. Jets fly high and I've got no dreams. From courts to fields, can't walk away. Queens talk sports each and every day. Chopped cheese breakfast, bagels by noon. Pizza slice nights over New York tune. Game stats fly while the meatball simmers. Chris with the takes, Dylan drops singers. Microphones buzzing like city lights. From Knicks brick shots to Rangers fights. Taste of NYC in every fight. Chris and Dylan, sports talk ignite. NY faithful, we're